today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
On first down, Watson. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers there for Cobb a week ago. 6 catches, 83 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it over the middle to Cobb.
Watson's pass.
Good catch there by Randall Cobb. We know him as a longtime Packer who spent last season in Dallas. Now he brings his veteran presence to Houston, where he can help the young quarterback, Deshaun Watson, continue to develop.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A pass complete here to Conley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll run. It's Lindsay. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on into that attitude because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game, and they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brings up second.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On second down, here's the option.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
84.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9. brings up second.
And just a yard to go here on second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Texans 7, Jaguars 0.
Here's second and a yard. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Watson on first down. Caught. Eifert over the middle.
Watson's
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Eifert. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and
now
8.
back to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. After the interception, here's Watson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Here's Watson now on second down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Watson's pass.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Goal, Jacksonville.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up in Nashville. Buffalo in town to take on Tennessee. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see
there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. at their own 29.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The second down pass.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Caught left side by Cobb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
At the 38-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about it.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Sacked by Josh Allen. A loss of 10.
And a sack there by Josh Allen, and sometimes we have to draw the distinction. Is it the Buffalo quarterback, or is it the Jacksonville sack artist, as we just saw there? Former first-round pick, huge impact in his rookie year in 2019, 10.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Looking left side, it's complete, he's got it. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
46-yard line.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. On first down, Watson throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the 50, it's Watson. To the left side here for Eifert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now it's Lindsey, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And able to find Conley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Their own 5.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and...
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half last.